Sitting in a comfortable position is key to successful meditation. Are you able to sit comfortably in one position as long as you want for your meditation without even slightly moving? Is your mind steady during the meditation without any distractions? If yes, you have already attained a powerful state called Asana Siddhi. Asana Siddhi, what is Asana Siddhi? It is described as a state of mastery over one yoga position achieved when one can sit with absolute ease and comfort for extended period of time without having any physical discomfort. This stability is considered as a prerequisite for deeper states of meditation for advanced yogic practices. This stability helps our mind to be still and turn inwards without having these body sensations. Yoga is union, and these yoga asanas are powerful means to connect to the existence, universal consciousness. So you can pick and choose any one asana which you are comfortable with, like Siddhasana, Ardha Siddhasana, Padmasana, or even Sukhasana. The goal is you should be able to sit as long as you want to meditate with mind steady and without any physical distractions. So the general benchmark, they say, if a person is able to sit for 2.5 hours to 3 hours without moving, without having the mind distractions, you attain asana siddhi. But forget about the term siddhi. The basic goal, you should be able to sit as long as you want to meditate. And there are 3 stages in asana siddhi. As we sit for meditation, initially, this body sensation constantly arises, like you feel like itching, twitching, the constant urge to move, which is quite normal, right? People like to cough, they like to burp, some sensations. But as you continue practice, these sensations will slowly should reduce. And you move to your first stage of your asana siddhi, where you might experience pins and needles, a sensation of having those pins and needles in your legs or in your feet, which is quite normal because you clasp your fingers, you cross your legs. When you align in that position, the blood circulation gets limited. As a result, you experience these sensations. You should ignore this and move on to the second stage of your asana siddhi. In your second stage, as you continue ignoring these sensations, not moving, your body suddenly becomes numb. Some part of your body becomes numb. You can experience that numbness in your feet, legs, or some part. Again, you should ignore these sensations as well and move on to the third stage. In your third stage, you start to feel your body gets lighter like a feather, and your body starts to dissolve slowly, and you are in a bodiless state, out of your body consciousness. This is the progress where your consciousness is constantly withdrawing its physical identifications. And it is totally okay to ignore these sensations unless if you have any chronic illness. You should know your body better and you should take care. But as long as in normal scenario, it is okay to ignore and sit stable and commit yourself. For example, if you want to meditate for half an hour, you must commit yourself that this half an hour I am not moving. I am working hard to keep my mind stable. You should set a realistic goal. So if you are just used to sit only for 15 minutes, just don't jump in for 1 hour. Set a realistic target which you can achieve. And with daily commitment, you should be able to get that stability. And these days, people are not able to sit on the floor, on the ground comfortably, or if they sit, they can't even get up. We messed our system, creating so many imbalances, all this dumping in all those judgments and that lifestyle lack of physical activity. Remember, as the children, how are the children? The whole day they're jumping constantly, but they're still energetic even end of the day. Even if they fall down, they get up immediately. But as we grow into adults, and by chance if we fall down, we resist, we, you know, put our hand or leg, something is broken. So we lost our stability, flexibility. So your body is your temple through which we operate. So it's important to keep it healthy, active and work out. It definitely takes the initial struggle, effort to even master one asana for your asana siddhi. But remember, change is the law of the nature. Nothing is permanent. Even these body sensations, discomforts, they come and go away. The moment you raise, you get up, your body automatically restarts, restores. So, without getting the asana siddhi, it is difficult to experience the deeper states of meditation, to attain the samadhi state, because the moment you start to move, your dhyana breaks, right? So, the moment you feel any kind of body discomforts, even the slightest movement like blinking of the eye, immediately your mind gets restless. So the moment your body moves, your mind gets restless. And when your mind gets restless, you start receiving these thoughts. And when you receive these thoughts, you can't observe your breath, which is your object of meditation. And your meditation breaks as a result. And not even until you get the thoughts, the moment you move slightly, your dhyana breaks. Just like sunrise. If you want to watch the sunrise, before even you could see the sun, there is a faint light appears in the sky. Similarly, the moment the slightest body movement comes, your dhyana breaks. You start, back thinking about past, present, and future. Your mind starts running around. So, one key thing to remember, if your asana is not stable, your mind cannot be stable. Vice versa, if your mind cannot be stable, your asana cannot be stable. Think about you're experiencing a pain in your legs or back of your spine, lower back, and your body starts sending signals to your mind that I have back pain, and the mind says okay, and it does nothing, it ignores. Are you still going to experience the body pain? How long? Just take an example. A doctor takes a patient to the operation theater to perform a surgery, and the doctor gives anesthesia to the patient. And he starts the surgery, he cuts the body, and the patient starts bleeding. So the body is sending constant signals to the mind saying that I have pain, I have acute pain, I'm bleeding. But the mind cannot register these signals because, remember, because of the anesthesia, the connection got cut, the communication channel is broken. So the mind is not registering anything. It just ignores. As a result, the patient is completely in deep sleep without moving. Can we achieve this state consciously in our wakeful state? Is it possible to achieve this state of the body where the mind is ignoring consciously in our Jagrata Avastha? That is the root of Asana Siddhi. The nature of the mind is usually fickle, it's unstable, it's restless, which is normal. It constantly runs behind past, present, and future. We keep getting various thoughts. However, it is important to have the purity of the mind. What is the source of our thoughts? The food we provide. If you consistently feed your mind with all these negative thoughts, being angry, and then frustrated all the time, and feeding with all those judgments, opinions, and all those emotions, negative emotions, obviously the mind starts getting more thoughts, constantly running, constantly getting restless. The more impurities you accumulate, the more dirt you accumulate, the more thoughts you get. The mind keeps wandering. It's a monkey mind. However, if your mind is stable, it's contented, you don't get as many thoughts, right? So the stable mind is just like a still lake as opposed to compared to a turbulent ocean. The still lake is peaceful, stable as compared to the ocean, which is having salt water, constantly the turbulence, constant waves going up and down. So the mind should be like a still lake. So the food what we provide is very important. We should watch over. There was a guru. He was traveling along with his sishyas. And one day a sishya comes and asks the guru, Guruji, I'm not able to make my mind stable. It constantly keeps running around. I can't sit stable in one position. What should I do? The guru asks the sishya a question. Think about you have two bulls in your mind inside you. One bull, the right bull, is impure. It's constantly into conflicts, it's constantly struggling, always getting anger, frustrated, and having the lust, all those emotions. And the second bull on your left side, inside your mind, which is pure, which is always happy, contented, and always helping others and peaceful. So there is one day the fight happens between these two bulls. Which bull is going to win? What do you think? Obviously, the one which you feed more, that is going to win. That's the answer which the guru gave to the sishya. So it based on the whatever we feed. It is important to feed the mind with good food, good information, constantly purifying the good thoughts. If you see the Patanjali Yoga Sutras, very nicely prescribed, given to us the Eightfold Path, like where it starts with Yama, Niyama, do's and don'ts, where what you should do, what you should not do as a preparatory exercises. And then you move on to the Asana and Pranayama, which kind of body fitness and also like energizing your energy channels, cleansing your channels. And then on the fifth stage, you move to a very important stage, which is called Pratyahara. So before moving on to the advanced stages, the last three stages of Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi, it is important to get the Pratyahara. So what is Pratyahara? That is withdrawal of your senses. When you have control over your senses, all those distractions, obviously it becomes easy to turn inwards, right? We should watch what you are sending inside, what you are watching, what you are listening, what you are eating. So everything plays a very important role. If you send garbage in, garbage comes out. It's ego method. So the purity of the mind, the stability of the mind is very important to get for asana siddhi. They go hand in hand. A yogi who is sthita prajna, who learns to turn inwards, is like a tortoise withdrawing its limbs inside inwards, free from all those distractions. So for meditation, we sit cross-legged, clasping our fingers, closing our eyes, and our body forms like an energy circuit in a pyramidal shape. When it is aligned rightly with the cosmic alignment, we are able to touch the higher intelligence, higher energy dimensions. The Kundalini can be activated, ignited, and rise upwards beyond your body, touching those altered states of consciousness. And you are able to reach the Samadhi state beyond your body, the higher dimensions. And attaining Asana Siddhi is believed to unlock our internal knowledge and deepen the understanding of the creation of our true self. So it is important to practice to get the Asana Siddhi. And Asana Siddhi is not just the mastery of the physical posture, it is the art of inner stillness. Through stability of the body, we can discover stability of the mind. And through stillness, we can find the union with the infinite. Wish you all to get asana siddhi and progress in your spiritual path. Thank you.